somebody to lean on. Good morning. Hello. Welcome or welcome back, my darling. Cellulite and Love Tarot, or Hillary for short. Hillary. I mumbled that. Hillary. Hope that you're feeling fantastic. Let's see what good things are coming in for you on this What's Good Wednesday. Let's piece it together. This is usually like a personal, general reading. You know, it usually comes out spiritual, personal development. That stuff, I love it. It's that life-enriching stuff. Getting down to the source of you, usually. Let's do it. Okay, I'm going to start off with the Moonology Oracle to figure out what's going on around you, what the energy is, and then we're going to see what goodness you can expect or maybe are already expecting. Okay? Spirit, my higher self, my darling's higher self, thank you so much for using me as a channel to guide and instruct. I ask for the most clear and concise messages, information, feelings, and sensations. 144 on the timer. Ooh, and it's 11:41 right now. 114. Clear and concise messages, information, feelings, and sensations to flow through me. For the betterment of my darling, and for the highest good of everyone involved. Thanks so much, Spirit. Okay, a time for healing, balsamic moon. I was just thinking about healing. I felt like I was like in round 5 of healing. Been very contemplative about, man, I've overcome so much, and then like, bam, next level. Okay, have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon. Okay, so maybe we have a broken dream of sorts that has been very painful for us to reflect on. It could be involving any area of your life, right? And I feel like we are healing from a specific broken dream and thus reviving the heart of a new dream, okay? It's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. Yeah, we're releasing any negative beliefs about ourselves right now. You are good enough, full moon in Virgo. Look at that. We're coming up on Virgo season not too long from now. And I feel like you are starting to revise any negative beliefs about yourself, any doubts, any hesitations, any disbelief, any reasons that life is against you. You are releasing those beliefs and you're healing a wound from a broken dream and reviving a new dream, seeing a new path forward. I'm going to plug in the hero's journey, Finding Joe. Once again, I loved that. I don't know if it's like a documentary, kind of like a documentary, but it's an amazing, impactful movie about Joseph Campbell's teachings on the hero's journey and how we are all a hero on a journey many times over in our life. And I feel like that would be really helpful for whoever's watching this. So you are the hero of your own journey, and there's a call. You're being called to pick up a path forward towards a new dream and believing in yourself and overcoming your circumstances, overcoming your negative beliefs, and wowing yourself. This is what's happening around you right now. You already feel this pull. You already feel this pressure. I'm seeing this butterfly here up by this moon. I'm seeing this butterfly. So you've already felt a transition of sorts, at least the energy. You're in tune, at least that much. And that energy may just feel like you're uncomfortable with where you are and something has to give. That's energy enough. It doesn't even have to feel good. It can just be like, I don't like where I'm at. I don't like my beliefs. I don't like how I feel. I don't like what I think. I don't like my reality. That's a call. That's a nudging. That's an energy pressure. That's something that's tingly wingling, telling you, hey, it's time to go. It's time to go. Let's make this new dream happen. Let's find this path forward. Let's find where you're supposed to go, where you want to go. Let's find your bliss. You're good enough. Let's get into tarot. I love this energy so far. Oh my gosh. Okay. Spirit, tell me about this goodness coming in. What is this path that my darling is being called to take towards a new dream after starting to heal a broken dream? Okay. What is going on? Celtic cross. Okay. What is this dream? What is this path? What does this calling look like right now for darling? Okay, Okay, that was way too many, but you're showing me the Two of Swords, and another one came out there. Okay, you're giving me a few. Ooh, Two of Swords, Ten of Swords, and the Moon reversed. Talk about realizing a broken dream, okay? And now there's hesitation on doing anything. There was some sort of disappointment that just really anchored in a fear of inadequacy within you for a long time. For a long time, okay? This pain, this hurt, interesting. This hurt is very real, okay? But the most beautiful thing about healing from this is that you get to decide to take these swords out of your back, you know, and to choose a path forward. You will have gained wisdom and insight. I'm getting the minor arcana, like high priestess vibes from this, you know, not looking at the world around you, but just going within to make a decision, feeling what's right for you, right? Feeling what's right, okay? Whether or not it feels right or approachable to others, right? So I feel like right now you're just like, something has to change. I can't be afraid forever. I can't just lay down and die. I can't just lay down and give up. Like, I've got to get up. I've got to do something. Now, what does that mean for me, though? What does that mean for me? Okay, I get it. Five of Swords, yeah. Like this internal conflict, right? Internal conflict. It feels like healing is a losing battle right now with you, I feel. Because you're just like, what do you mean I'm going to heal from this? Nothing can change what fell apart. Nothing can change what disintegrated. Nothing can change who betrayed me, what betrayed me. Nothing can change that. How do I heal from that? And I think the feeling is like, we've got this belief that like, because something happened, logically, I should feel this way forever. Instead of being like, I can still acknowledge that that happened and still overcome it at some point. With due process, okay? King of Swords is a king of processes. Processes. For sure. Yeah, it's a king of processes. And future thinking with Aquarius energy, very future thinking, goal-oriented, problem-solving. So I feel like maybe this whole situation sort of threw you out of your element because perhaps you are very much a problem solver. And this feels like a puzzle with too many pieces right now. Okay? But we're coming out of this because the release negativity and you are good enough, those are the keys to piecing the proper pieces together for your path forward. It's just that belief enough to take a step, right? Okay, let's see. What is sort of inhibiting this energy of facing darling's fears, overcoming this hurt, and taking a step forward? What is inhibiting this? Queen of Wands, not feeling good enough. Not feeling good enough. Feeling like once you lose your mojo, how do you get it back? Knight of Swords, death. Yeah, like maybe you were once a ferocious go-getter, right? Perhaps justice. Yeah, you were like on it at some point. And I feel like whatever's happened in your life has really just knocked you off course. And you're just like, how am I supposed to feel confident again? How am I supposed to feel confident again? It's with processing and a lot of acceptance, okay? A lot of acceptance of what is right now and saying that even go watch Monday's reading. I forget what it's called. I'll try to link it at the end of this video, but it's talking about being good enough all the time, not just when you're at your best. Being good enough even at your worst. You're good enough right exactly now, in a mess, with chores piled up and not taking care of yourself and not feeling good enough. Like if you can just say, I can feel this way and I'm still worthy of overcoming it. I'm still worthy exactly right now. You know, like it's that little tweak that's really important. But yeah, I just feel like you're just like, I don't feel confident. And that's the only thing that's holding me back from feeling like I can overcome this hurt, this pain, this betrayal, this lost dream, this broken dream. And I feel like Spirit is like steadily guiding you to the accountability of your choices from this point forward, okay? If you choose to lay down and not overcome it, if you choose to say, I can't do it, if you choose to refuse the call, You need to understand you're the only one choosing that. That is your choice. Just as it is your choice to get up and fight another day, to fight the voice that says, I have no reason to feel confident when I lost my situation that was making me feel confident. There is a choice within you from this point forward, and that is the true path for you, is getting reignited with your choices, your accountability for your well-being, for your confidence. Nothing in this world can shake you permanently. Nothing I won't say that. Nothing in this world can keep you down if you refuse to not. What am I saying? Nothing in this world can keep you down if you refuse to lay down and accept it. Okay? You have a fighter within you. You have a fighter within you. And that choice is yours. And this is you getting reacquainted with that choice to say, I won't be the one who's overtaken by everything. That's not who I am. True confidence. True, unwavering, unconditional confidence faces everything. It's not circumstantial. So this point forward, Spirit is like, we are nudging you. The universe is nudging you. Your higher self. You are nudging yourself to get up and fight another day and to make a new dream happen, no matter what. And to be accountable for what you choose or what you don't choose, okay? Oh, I love it, okay? It's power. It's leadership. It's empowerment. It's so many good things reviving in you. It's a reclamation of your energy. I love it. Okay, what happened in the past? What is this situation that happened? Knight of Cups and the Devil's there. Yeah, I feel like Two of Wands, the Empress, Strength, and the Hermit, and the Tower. Look at all that. You know, I feel like you really poured your all into a situation that you had great hope and potential for. And the thing is, I feel like you felt attached to this situation, attached to this idea, this job, this person, whatever this is, you felt attached to it. And because there was this feeling of attachment, you felt like it was soul purpose, permanent soul purpose. And I feel like what bamboozled you or sort of threw you off was that this was actually an unhealthy attachment because of the level of your own well-being and your confidence that resided in this going the way that you wanted it to. Okay? Does that make sense? It's like dead set on, this is a soul calling for me. This is a mission for me. This is my purpose. This is my person. That is what I'm supposed to do. And if not, if that falls apart, then there's no point for me. There's no purpose for me. Like that unhealthy level of attachment, right? It's like you chose, oh gosh. It's like you decided, okay, moving forward, this has to be what elevates me. This has to be what fuels my confidence. This has to be what fuels my sense of worthiness. This has to be it. And that was you resisting the inner work to become completely autonomously stabilized within your own spiritual self. And we didn't see that. This is almost giving, the energy I'm getting is, I want to be careful about how I word this, okay, because I'm not disregarding it, I'm not discrediting it. I think that there is a very unhealthy attachment style and many people in the spiritual community to a twin flame dynamic, okay? And feeling like the whole point is unity with that person. Your well-beingness, your wholeness, your completion as a spiritual, your path is all about being with that person. And that person treating you and showing you what you want to feel, right? And there's like this complete disregard to the fact that you have to do that for yourself, regardless of what anyone else does, including a twin flame, right? It could be completely unrelated to twin flame, but it's that sort of like, this is my soul calling, that is meant for me, 100%. I'm stubbornly decided to focus on that. And thus, if I experience anything other than rainbows and butterflies and unity and true love and all of that, then I am shambles on the floor. Completely removing your responsibility from your own self-ownership, right? And so Spirit's like, this part of your path is complete responsibility for yourself. Responsibility for your empowerment. Responsibility for your worth. Regardless of anyone or anything. It doesn't have, like I said, it doesn't have to be twin flame related, but it's that sort of feeling. Like, I have this higher calling with someone else. I have this higher calling with something else. And that's meant for me. You know? Yeah, it's interesting energy. Okay. Let's see what you're aware of. What is Darling aware of right now regarding this situation? 9 of Swords in the Chariot. Something has to change. Something has to change. Because if this situation at hand continually leaves you defeated, the issue at hand is that you allow yourself to feel defeated long term. You allow yourself to believe defeatism, right? And so I feel like you're aware of this, okay? Again, there's this feeling at the beginning with that butterfly, and I was saying it doesn't have to feel like the energy is good for change. It can feel like I'm uncomfortable and I'm not happy and something has to go differently. I'm tired of repeating myself. I'm tired of doing the same thing and getting the same results. I have to do something different. I have to do something outside of my comfort zone. Okay, Cancer energy here, Capricorn energy, and Pisces with the moon. Yeah, so I feel like you're very much aware that, like, your mind and your mindset is the actual battle here, right? That's the actual thing that you have to overcome. That's the thing that you have to move forward. It's the way that you're thinking about it, the way you're obsessing over it. Okay, I feel like you're aware of it. Yeah, needing to love yourself in those hard moments. I saw the Queen of Cups on bottom. What is Darling not aware of that you want them to be aware of? 7 of Swords. Man, this came up. This came up on Monday. Go to Monday's reading. What it means to be worthy. Go to Monday's reading. I'll link it at the end. It's meant for you. There is so much subconscious deceit here that no one else can fix but you. It's not anyone's job. It's not reality's job. And even if every circumstance in your life showed you the opposite of what you truly believe and feel about yourself, you would not believe it because that's not in alignment with your energy. So there is this revelation that Spirit's like, your beliefs are what manifest as true, and nothing outside of you is going to change that. Nothing outside of you is going to change that. You have to take responsibility and change your own belief system, change your thought processes, change your strategy, okay? I feel like it's really hard because I'm getting someone's like, but I need to catch a break. Like, can I just catch a break here though? Like, can life just give me some sign that, you know, I am worthy, that I am on the right path? Why does it feel like I'm hitting roadblock after roadblock? Because you believe that life gives you roadblock after roadblock. And you believe in defeatism. Spirit wants you to radically reclaim victory. Victory over victimhood. Okay? This is your mission for yourself. This is how you get completely self-aware, you know, self-empowered, is realizing that needing other people, other circumstances, other things to fill a void of worthiness within you, it will never work long term because you subconsciously continue to tell yourself a story that you're not. And that's why when things are fine, it feels like nothing. When things are going swimmingly, it feels like nothing. And then something happens in your life and things fall apart and there's a crumbling and there's a broken dream. And all of a sudden, we have all of these reactions and all of these stories that pop up. See, I knew that wasn't good enough. I knew I wasn't good enough for that. I knew that they wouldn't choose me. I knew that. Here's why I shouldn't even try. Why was I even thinking that? I shouldn't, you know, like all of all these stories that have been waiting, just like, we're going to show you. And you have to get to the point where you practice when something negative happens. Here is how I will speak to myself. Here's how I will speak to myself. That is disappointing. Absolutely. I won't be disappointed forever. I don't deserve to berate myself for it. Okay, even in this message, I feel like some of you could be so negative against yourself that hearing me say you have to take responsibility, you're going to take it and see, you're not responsible for yourself. And that's not the point of this message at all. This is sent with love, but your perception will translate this message in a way that only your own inner voice is translating. Okay, so let me make my intentions clear here. I speak very bluntly. I will say it as it is. Okay, but my intention here is for you to overcome it, to be empowered, because you deserve that. And I can't help you fix a problem. I can't help you think differently if I sugarcoat it. If I say, you're right, life is against you. There's no reason. You've been perfect. You haven't done or thought anything, out of line. You have known your worth the whole time. You've been just exemplary, right? You are an exemplary soul, but your ego, your mind, your thoughts don't believe that, and they've told you something else. And I have to confront that side of you and say, knock it off. Speak kindness to yourself. When you are getting down on yourself, rewrite that. Say, I'm not going to talk to myself that way. I would never talk to a friend that way. I would never talk to my child that way. I would never talk to a stranger that way. How am I even allowing myself to speak so brutally to myself over when I'm already down? I'm going to tell myself that because something happened that I wasn't good enough? What kind of bully am I being? I want you to stop bullying yourself, so I'm going to be blunt with you because you don't deserve a bully. I'm going to stand up for you until you can stand up for yourself, okay? I'm channeling your higher self. So you've got some very blunt spirit guides. You've got a very blunt, higher self, soul self that is like, come on, get up. Get up. Don't beat yourself. Don't kick yourself when you're down. Get up. You got this. Get up. You got this, okay? So that's what you're not aware of. You got like an inner bully. Yeah. Okay. What's coming up that you want Darling to be aware of, Spirit? Page of Wands. Taking the step, getting up, moving forward, trying something, getting in touch with something that you wanted to do as a child that you never had the chance to try or that you had to stop for some reason. And this is you reviving and speaking life into it again. Finding your bliss. Finding Joe. That documentary. Watch that. Watch it. It's important. Okay? Finding your bliss. You don't have to know what your path is. You don't have to know what the end goal is. You don't have to know your consciousness. You don't have to know any of that. You just have to follow your bliss, and you will find the rest along the path. If you are in alignment, bliss does not look like overindulgence. It doesn't look like instant gratification. This is all, I'm literally quoting that movie, okay? So this is not an original thought, okay? Your bliss has nothing to do with that. It is where you feel the most calm and serene. And you might not have even experienced it yet. That's the thing. It might be something that you were steered away from trying as a child or a young teenager or a young adult. Something that you talked yourself out of. Give it a try. Do it. Okay? Coming up, you have the opportunity for this. You have some sort of message from your inner child coming through that says, I wonder what that is. I wonder if I should take that route to work, or look and see what business is over there, what hobbies are over there. I wonder if I should do something different this week. Yeah. Get yourself to do something different this week. And then next week. Just one day. Do something out of your normal routine schedule. And follow your bliss. Follow that, that breath, right? Okay. The Lovers. Yeah. Look at that. And Temperance. Magician. Ace of Cups, the Judgment card. Literally, honey, you've got a call coming from your inner child to make a choice, to break the mold, to get out of the routine, to be moderate here, to manifest something different into your life, an opportunity that you actually love, and it's going to be your soul path being awakened, okay? You awakening to your soul path, to your heart's path, to your bliss. This is so important, okay? Take the risk. Take the opportunity, okay? My cards are everywhere. I ain't gonna even worry about it, okay? How's Darling gonna feel about this situation when it comes up? Two of Pentacles. I don't know. I'm not saying I don't know. That's how you feel. I don't know. I just already feel like I'm tapped out. Like I have nothing left in me to give. I have nothing left in me to give. How am I supposed to make time for a path forward when I feel like I have nothing left in me to give? Look at how big the hat is on that. It's all in your head. This is a bunch of stuff in your head. Once a week. It doesn't have to be an overnight life change, an everyday life change. Once a week. Everyone has time for something once a week. So if you can't do it immediately, schedule it in the next week. But hold yourself accountable to do something, to do that different thing, to get curious, right? Even if you can't go actually do something, like a good example, I'll use my personal story here. So my bliss is tarot, card reading, helping this. This is my bliss. And I would not have known that 4 years ago. Not at all. Raised in a very strict like evangelical Christian household. This is evil. This is demonic work. Okay. I remember when I was a child, the first time I ever had to think about what I wanted to be when I grew up, I had the moment of I want to be that, was watching Robin Hood, the animated Disney Robin Hood. And I loved Robin Hood and I loved Little John and how they were willing to help people who needed help, and sort of rebel a little bit to give back people, to, give them their power back, to wake them up, to help them. And one of the scenes was they dressed up as fortune tellers, right? And they stopped Prince John's chariot going down the road and they offered, a fortune telling service to Prince John. And I remember seeing that crystal ball, and it was funny because, he's not a real fortune teller, Robin Hood, but I just thought, I want to be a fortune teller. That was the first time I ever thought about what I want to be. And then immediately I mentioned that to my mother, and who's, again, strict evangelical Christian, was like, that's witchcraft. You will go to hell. The next thought I had was, I'll be a firefighter. Okay. Oh, if I can't do that because that's witchcraft and that's evil and I'll go to hell, I'll be a firefighter. And in my adult mind, I realized the correlation here was that I wanted to put out the fires of hell that would, want to burn people who want to help others in the best way that they can, right? I didn't know that as a kid, but as an adult, it's funny to piece those two together. So, a lifetime. The one thing I knew I wanted to do with certainty in my life was be a fortune teller, and I leave my religion in 2020. I start therapy. I'm estranged from my family. My life is in shambles. I have no idea who I am. I hated who I was. I hated everything about myself because I was nothing more than just a speck of dirt in the eyes of the Creator and unimportant, and so loved that if I had questions, I'd go to hell, like that sort of unworthiness. And leaving that setting and finding myself and deciding, I need to relook at everything that I've been taught as right, wrong, in the gray areas. I'm like, there's some obvious right or wrong things. And then there's these things that's like, well, why is tarot reading wrong? And I watched a tarot reading. I just had the thought, I wonder what tarot is. And I watched a tarot reading. And the second I finished that reading, I said to myself, that's what I'm supposed to do. I knew it. And it was just that little call from my inner child, right? And now I scry with a crystal ball sometimes. You don't even have to go do it. If you don't feel like you have time to do it, just get curious. Try to learn something. Go watch something on YouTube. What's something that calls to you that you're not aware of, or something that you knew you've been aware of? Let's get reacquainted with it. Let's get excited about it again. Let's try it again. And with unwavering belief in who you are as a soul, not dependent on other people, other things, other circumstances, just knowing that you're worthy of feeling good enough all the time, right? Make time. This is not an excuse. It's a valid feeling, but it's not an excuse. We can acknowledge both. This is a valid feeling. That doesn't make it a valid excuse, okay? How are other people going to feel about this, opportunity Darling is hesitating on taking? How are other people going to feel? 10 of Wands. The Hierophant. Oh yeah, so you might be pushed a bunch of beliefs on you too. But what about this? But what about that? How are you going to go do this when this is against everything that we've stood for? You're going to have a lot of resistance. People are going to try to knock you down. 6 of Wands reversed. This is the problem, though. I feel like this is exactly what's kept you feeling like your worthiness is dependent on something outside of you, is because you have very much valued and needed the approval of others around you, possibly. Like you really... The other people's beliefs about you weigh heavy on you. They weigh heavy on you, right? I get this. I get this because when you do something that feels outside of the norm and you're around other people, you're going to hear about it. This is why Spirit wants you to take responsibility for your own self. Not anyone else's well-being. You're not responsible for anyone else's well-being other than if you're a caretaker, okay? But like your choices that have cause no physical harm to anyone, you living your bliss should not, it's not your responsibility to dim that just so other people are happy. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What's Darling's greatest hopes for the situation? The Hanged Man. You do want to change. You want to change. Yeah, you're like, I'm tired of it. I'm so tired of it. I want something different. Something has to give. Something has to change. We've already established this. Yeah. I don't even know where that came up. Okay. We've already established this. I want to change. Something has to change. You have to change. Your perception has to change. And that takes your dedication to that. And it does take time. And there are days when it just feels like, man, is this going anywhere? Is anything changing? Because I feel like I've been saying affirmations to myself every day for 6 months. Personal story. I've been saying affirmations every day for 6 months, and I've been waiting for this, moment where my affirmations feel real, and they're not real. Why don't I feel like it's real yet? You've invested 6 months. Are you going to stop? You'll have this epiphany. This was the epiphany I had whenever I was starting all this, because, going from not wanting to unalive myself to absolutely loving my life and loving myself. 6 months after starting affirmations and therapy, sitting on the stairs, defeated. Why isn't it working? My therapist said the affirmations would work, the breathing would work, taking deep breaths and speaking affirmations to myself whenever I'm overwhelmed. She said it would work. Why isn't it working? Every day I'd wake up, do I feel different? Do I feel different yet? I'm waiting for some magical moment where I don't feel the same that I did 6 months ago. And I had that moment on the stairs, and I just said, it's nothing outside of me that makes me feel that way. I get to decide that these affirmations are true because I say so. You decide who you are because you say so. You decide that it's true. Don't wait for something outside of you to show you that your affirmations are true. Say your affirmations and then say, it's true because I say so. I decide. Responsibility for yourself. Yeah. I dropped my cards a second ago. Oh, just one. All right. What's Darling's greatest fears? The Lovers. How is that a fear? 6 of Swords. Having to leave someone that you love behind, having to make a hard choice to move forward, and feeling like that was the wrong choice. Might have to leave a marriage or someone that you wanted to be married to. Yeah. That's your greatest fear. You might be attached to that twin flame thing and really, really banking on that person showing up. And that's the whole reason that you don't feel good enough right now. You got to take accountability for yourself, even if that means moving forward. And that's not easy. It's not easy. I am not trying to make it seem easy. But you deserve to love yourself the way that you want this person to, the way that you hope your family does, your systems around you. You deserve to choose yourself always, because you've not been choosing yourself, and you've been choosing to bully yourself and your worth and what you're deserving of and what you should settle for, and believing that you just deserve a life of victimhood and broken dreams and things shattering around you all the time. This has been your choice, and that will continue if nothing changes. Honestly. I can't guarantee that anyone will turn around and make and reflect you perfectly. I would like to say that. I do believe in manifesting. I think anything is possible. But I want your hope and your movement forward and your confidence to be grounded within you first, always, regardless of what anyone else reflects eventually. Right? Do you want to feel okay no matter what? Because I feel like there's been this attachment to this person, this situation, this job, this circumstance, this dream has to come true for me to feel okay. And so if we attach that caveat moving forward, it will repeat the same way, because we still have a lingering thread of codependency on that, right? You're scared to move forward, but what if that's exactly what's needed for you? You want to feel good, and maybe you assign your goodness to this situation, but you want to feel good, and what if you feel good doing anything else? Could you just attach to feeling better and feeling worthy because you choose to, no matter what? Like, that's a more stable worthiness, right? That's more stable worthiness, and that's what you deserve. Worthiness without contingencies, right? Yeah. Okay. What's the outcome here for darling? Page of Swords, learning. And again, the child image of learning. The child image of learning. Putting yourself out there. Getting curious again. Maybe if we feel like we absolutely know the answer about something for ourselves, it's a sign that we need to remain curious. Keep that curiosity alive for you, right? Spirit wants you to get curious. Page of Pentacles. There's so much inner child stuff that needs to happen, okay? Because that's the key for you moving forward. There was something in childhood that really, that's where that break started. Where you said, oh, I want to be a fortune teller. And you were immediately greeted with, that's witchcraft and you're going to burn in hell for eternity. Broken, segregated, separated from yourself. Okay? Piece in wherever this fits for you and something. It doesn't even have to be that drastic, right? It doesn't even have to be that drastic. What's something that you feel like you have limitations on and you cannot do? And let's get curious about that. Let's get curious about that again, okay? The Fool. Let's get curious about it. Break the mold. I'm getting Neo in the Matrix, jumping off the building and landing on the ground, and the ground stretches to catch him like a trampoline, right? Take the leap. You take the leap. You do. That's the thing. I'm telling you what the energy's saying, but I feel like you do. You get that excitement of a child again to say, I should check this out. I should try this again. I should do it even though I'm scared, right? I should get hopeful again. I should. And I will. I feel like that's what you're doing. Oh yeah, that's what you're doing. Temperance and the Four of Wands. You're breaking generational curses when you do this, okay? There's been a long storyline, I feel like, in your family history of people who try and fail and try and fail and try and fail. But none of those people truly believed that they could either. Not really, right? It's like trying with the guards up, right? And I feel like there something within you is going back, and it's healing that for so many people in your ancestry, okay? But it starts with you, and I feel like right now, like I'm getting ancestors from this Temperance energy, Sagittarius energy, and Four of Wands. I feel like you have so many spirit guides, the universe, your higher self that is pushing you forward and saying you don't have to carry the story of your family as innately true for you moving forward. You don't have to carry that pain with you. You don't have to carry that with you. You don't have to carry that burden with you. Like, you doing this work is helping everyone. It's helping everyone. Here, you're worried about what others believe about you, and maybe people in this tangible life won't understand it. But you've got a line of people, even grandparents possibly, people that you know, people that you don't know, that are so thankful that you're taking this step. I don't want you, I don't want to emphasize or really, amplify the codependency part of needing the approval of others, but on a spiritual realm, that's a little bit differently. That's a little bit different, okay? Just a little bit. We're all connected anyways. We're all actually unified anyways on spirit level, right? And this earth school makes us feel like we're separated and outcast and not the same and not together, and it's the whole thing, right? So I do feel like you muster up the courage to get up and fight another day, even though you're scared about it. And the thing is that you will get more and more acquainted with getting up the more that you do it, with pushing through the more that you do it. You've got this. You actually really are a fighting spirit. And this is part of your path right now. Right now. It will evolve into other things later on. But right now, you want to change the way that you feel. You want to change your belongingness. You want to change your empowerment. This is your path right now. And you taking responsibility and saying, I will get up. And I will try again. And I will believe that I'm worthy. And I will believe that I'm meant for good things. I'm meant for peace. I'm meant for belief. I'm not meant to bully myself. I'm not meant to tear myself down. I'm not meant to rely on my sense of well-being and my sense of acceptance my sense of acceptance on other people's behaviors, on other circumstances. I'm worthy of feeling solid no matter what. You are. You are. You're golden. Okay? I'm going to leave this here. Actually, I was told to close it out with an oracle. What oracle do you want, Spirit? Moon Witch Oracle. Okay. Let's do it. There's a lot of major arcana cards out here, y'all. That's a really beautiful energy. Okay? All right. Let's see. What do you want, darling, to know as we close out this reading, Spirit? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Moonbeam, you are on the right path. It's like I know. It's like, I just love when things confirm what I've already been saying, okay? And then, what is holding you back? What's holding you back? A big old Y-O-U. You're on the right path. You're moving forward. What you want, this feeling of uncomfortableness is you saying, I'm not meant to feel this uncomfortable. You know that. And that's the right path. You don't have to just lay down and die and accept it. You can acknowledge it and then still get up. Saying, yeah, everything I've been saying for 45 minutes straight. All right, I'm going to let you go. Tomorrow's Thoughtful Thursday. We're going to see what Spirit wants you to be thinking about. Okay? It probably has a lot to do with this. Okay? Maybe. We'll see. I hope to see you then, but if not, that's okay too. I hope that you have a great rest of your day, a wonderful remainder of the week, or a fantastic, empowered, pathfinding life. I love you so much. Take care and ta-ta.